Hello and welcome. You're on Galactic Soul Healing. My name is Sonia Jane. There has been a power outage where my home is, and I'm now parked out in the front of the local McDonald's. And I have to have I can't boil my jug at home for a hot drink, so I'm having a McCafe. So I was kind of guided this morning to do a little collective reading. So I've got a few of my decks here in the car with me. I have a Cosmic Tarot. We have a Rider-Waite. I have my Mermaid deck and my Greenwich Tarot. So, and what I was kind of guided to look at was some things that we're going to be letting go of as a collective, and also some things that we're going to be moving into. So letting go of, releasing, and that type of thing. And it was kind of mentioned to me that it's nice for everyone to kind of hear all of this together, because it's not just one particular group of people. It's like collectively we're all doing this, and sometimes it's helpful to hear someone else. You may already sense that you're letting things and releasing, but sometimes it's helpful to hear someone say it as a confirmation, but also to see sometimes a visual representation of that, which sort of means it's an image which can make an impression on the subconscious. So it helps the subconscious come on board with this whole process of releasing things, which is why I love working with the cards. They're just awesome. I love, the symbology and all the rest of it. So for some reason I've just picked up the Cosmic Tarot. I think we're going to go with that first. So we are just like to call in the, once again, the Ascended Masters, Archangels, Light Beings and Spirit Guides. Because they're out there. This solar eclipse has triggered something massive for us collectively, and they are helping us to integrate these higher frequencies as well. So I'm going to grab 3 cards. We're going to look at, it's going to be like a trifecta. So we're going to look at 3 cards together, and then we're going to do that 2 more times for the releasing, what we are letting go of and releasing. So let's just start with that. Okay, so I am going to be cutting the deck here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I just might tilt my phone just a little bit. I'm really hoping the volume is all good at your end, wherever you are, because I've played back these videos and the volume has been much better just the last few videos, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so something that we are releasing is, now this is a Princess of Pentacles, which is the earth, very earth, almost possibly an overly fixed energy. Even though earth can encompass everything, it can have that quality of being fixated. So one thing we're going to be letting go of is obviously the 3D, which is kind of what this card is sort of talking about. And we're probably also, the Hermit, see, this is the light and dark in each card, okay? So we're letting go of perhaps, because this can be it can be like an awareness, but it can also be a state of unawareness. So it's almost like we're going to be we're letting go of this thing of the fact that we are unaware sometimes of how fixated and how overly entrenched we are in the 3rd dimension. So we're going to be letting go of that. And also with regard to the Hermit, this can be, the dark in the Hermit card, I believe, has to do with sort of procrastination and non-action. Of course, there's positives in all these cards, but we're sort of letting go of a tendency to feel resigned, and as though, we're just basically caught in this 3rd dimension and we can't really do anything about it. Like we're letting go of that idea. That the Hermit is an earth card as well, actually, and this is more of an air card. So this could also be, just that yeah, that flightiness being perhaps too much in the head. Okay, so we're letting go of either being too much in the head or too fixated in the third dimension, and feeling as though that we can't, you know, move on from that. Now, I've pulled out, you know, it's obviously light and dark in each card, but since this is pulled out of what we're letting go of, because we're moving up in frequency generally, I'm going to be saying that these are the lower frequency and types of energies that we're letting go of. So it's really that over-identification with third dimension, perhaps just over-procrastination and perhaps overly being in the head, okay, in terms of the thoughts running around in monkey mind and then not really kind of allowing us to align. Not really giving us direction. I mean, the Fool is about to start out on a journey, but he doesn't really have a direction or a purpose as yet. Okay. So we're going to also be letting go of this idea of purposelessness and feeling like we're victims of this whole third dimension, because we're not victims. We're actually powerful beings and we've chosen to be here. Let's grab another 3 and check it out. Sorry, I'm just checking. I'm in a car park, so I'm just seeing if people are, like, you know, peeking in or what. Yeah. Right, sorry, I had to just reshuffle and just cards went everywhere then. Here we go. Okay, something else we're releasing is so once again, you know, the Four of Swords can be, the dark side of that could be complacency. And here we have like kind of the materialism. So we're becoming less materialistic, okay? Now, take what resonates, okay, and discard the rest, because all that means is that our emphasis is shifting from materialism, generally, collectively, into a more spiritual emphasis, okay? That doesn't mean, I'm not saying that it's not important to have your bases covered and be able to have food and clothing and shelter and things like that, because we need those material things. But this is talking about, you know, like what your mind is consumed with on a day-to-day basis. It's not going to be, we're not going to be thinking so much about, which kind of goes contrary to the current thing that's going on. I get that. But I mean, often if, you know, yeah, it's about that balance and about sort of taking what resonates. But, and sometimes it's like if people are materially focused and they're all about accumulating wealth and showing that off, and that's their main thing, and they also have a sense of identity based upon their possessions and the things that they own, and that's how they attribute their self-worth, then it's really just saying that we're shifting out of that mentality of feeling that our ego attachment to material things, okay? Which is probably a better way to explain it. Sorry, I just thought that was someone I knew. Looked like my son, actually. But it wasn't. Okay, so this is the Six of Pentacles, which is the Taurus, which is, again, that earth, you know, that moon in Taurus. So that's about, you know, yeah, just kind of, yeah, letting go of any kind of subconscious tendencies to, you know, to perhaps, you know, towards laziness and complacency. Now, that's not to say that you can't take time out, okay? But this is just the dark side almost that we're letting go, or anything that's low vibe that you can get out of these cards. And this could also be about, you know, even though the Six of Pentacles is kind of about balance, it is about light and dark, giving and receiving. So it may be that either you're letting go of excessive giving, or you're letting go of excessive taking, okay, and it's going to be more balanced. So there's just some possible things there. Let's look at 3 more, and then we'll move on to things that we're going to move energies we'll be moving into. And I'm starting to sweat in my car. This is crazy. Okay, I thought it was a cool day. Right, what's this? 2 cards have just jumped out. I better just grab one more. I can't even see what they are. But those 2 just went, hey, we want to be seen. Please choose us. Okay, so here we have Earth. So it's almost like, yeah, we're letting go of the, ultimately letting go of the 3rd dimension. We're letting go of our attachment to it. Okay, we still need to move through it and be in it, but we're not going to be as attached to it because we're going to be opening to other dimensions. Now, it's going to be pretty hard to find some dark in the star card, but some low vibe in the star card. But this could be the 9 of Wands is, yeah, this could be about almost, it's about passion, but it could almost be that tradition, because I'm looking here, you know, it's like a moon in Sagittarius. So it's kind of like perhaps some of those traditions and beliefs, old beliefs that are no longer relevant for the new paradigm we're going to be releasing. This here could be, I get that there's a light shining in the dark there and that she is there, but we're going to be releasing this feeling of that we've been in the dark, which is kind of what she's in there. But it's like, if the 3rd dimension is heavy and it's dense, okay, this is the Earth card here, and that's why I'm saying it's, even though there is another meaning to this, which is, you know, a new beginning, okay, we're taking the other meaning out of it. So if the 3rd dimension, it is dense energetically, okay, so we're going to be releasing our attachment to that and becoming more open. So that's kind of going into what we're stepping into, I get that, but we're going to be releasing this feeling of like, you know, that we're just vulnerable and we're in the dark, okay? This is almost like could be interpreted as an egoic card as well. And it could be a card about self. So we might be letting go of if we do have selfish tendencies, and it's okay to have a balance of being self-care and self-care for others. But if we have been inclined to be more self-care and not care for others, or if we tend to, you know, if our personality is such that we've been just taking care of ourselves and not really considering other people at all, then that's sort of going to shift. We'll be releasing that, as well as the, you know, perhaps some old traditions and beliefs that are no longer serving us. So, right, so that's what we're going to be releasing. Now, I've also been guided, excuse me, to bring my Galactic Collective, Galactic Heritage deck. So I'm going to just pull a card from here and read a bit from the book, and then we're going to look at some energies that we're moving into, because this is going to be a galactic collective that can assist us at this time as well, or that we might like to, that we may feel resonant with, that maybe we've had incarnations with, and that we might like to call upon as well at this time. This is like a collective energetic reading. So basically all of those things that I was just talking about, if any of that resonates with you, or you feel that you're releasing those things, they're very broad and very general, okay? So, and I've, you know, I mean, if parts of this reading don't resonate for you, then that's absolutely fine. You know, I wouldn't be expecting all of it to resonate with everyone, okay? That's not the aim here. It's just to, that just to support you if you feel that you are going through changes, just to kind of reassure you that, you know, that's okay. There's nothing wrong. It's just that we're shifting energetically. So I have shuffled this, and I'm just going to pull one off the top. And I'm really ecstatic. This is the Esasani. Spiritual sovereignty. I believe that's what we're moving into, and this is parallel. So this is something that we can basically, you know, we're stepping into that right now. People, this is really exciting. I'm really glad this has come up. Sorry, I'm just putting these cards back in the box because if I do not, they will slip everywhere all over my car. Right. That is also number 103 in my book here. I'm going to read 103. It's almost one of the last cards in the deck. At the very end of the deck. Okay, so we have here spiritual sovereignty. This is so awesome. Spiritual sovereignty is a place of complete balance. One walks in integrity, has completed unfinished business, confronted and owned the shadow. Wow, which is what we would kind of just talking about, some little snippets of the shadow. Recognizes illusion and knows the self intimately without judgment. From here, the person becomes free to feel the flow of the universe that is called synchronicity. This is an essential Esasani teaching. Once you are firmly rooted in an open-hearted life based on integrity and synchronicity, you become a fully realized being. This is a roadmap to awakening for individuals and Earth as a whole. If you haven't already, it is time to begin the journey. That is so fantastic. I'm just, you know, this is like right on point for the reading because we are letting go of all the dense energies. And we need to do that in order to move into our spiritual sovereignty, okay? Because it's all about frequency. Right, so what we're doing now is what we are moving into, and I'm just being guided to just grab my Mermaid Tarot. And let's have a look. Just make sure I've got everything out of the box. Yes. So yes, and that solar eclipse was just phenomenal. Like in terms of the energy that was transmitted via that. I apologise for the light issues here. I'm a bit open to the clouds and the things going on. And I also have an itch on my nose. Excuse me. Right, let's just shuffle this. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. This is just fantastic. And actually, I believe, not quite sure who it is. The gentleman that channeled Bashar. Bashar is from the Solare Collective, I believe. Is it Daryl Anchor? I'm not sure. I should get my facts right. But anyway, Bashar's pretty famous, so if you want to have a check that out on YouTube, that could be good too. Right, I think we're nearly up to what we're going to be pulling here. Right, we're going to look at these are the energies that we will be moving into. So this is more of the higher frequency here. So here we have, empowerment. And we have, this is the Wands spiritual, well, you know what, this is just awesome. This is the Queen of Cups, and we have the King of Wands here. So this is spiritual empowerment. Boom. Can you see this, that we are growing here? This is the Knight. We will be growing spiritually, and then we will be here, sovereign. Okay. So at the moment, we're doing this, we're stepping into this, but this is but it depends where you're at, okay? Now, the Queen of Cups. So this is about the inward looking, honouring emotions, being very honest about your feelings and about creating some awareness around whether or not you are projecting your emotions onto others and becoming responsible for your own true emotions, whatever they are, okay? And not kind of barfing them out there and then, picking on other people because they have A or B emotion or whatever it is that happens. So yeah, and that is awesome because that beautiful blend of fire and water, which is passion and heart. So it's heartfelt passion that we've been moving into as well. It's really gorgeous. I'm so ecstatic about that. Right, let's grab another 3. And how are we going for time? Yep, not too bad. Right, so here we go. We have the Star, Queen of Swords. Yeah, once again, this is a beautiful blend of heart and mind. Okay, water of air. And here we have our, this is like what we're moving into is, this can be about imagination and also creativity. It can be about creative adaptability. It can be about looking at new options, new dimensions, okay, new possibilities, perhaps some dormant aspects of yourself that you would like to explore. So that's another energy, is a self-discovery energy that we're moving into. And here we have the beautiful star again. Now, remember how we pulled out the star before? This is almost to say, well, you know, the darkness of the star is like, you know, you may feel like you're in the dark, metaphorically. But here we have the star again, just to confirm that there is a light side to that, and that is that there will be spirit connection. So this is the beautiful healing and spirit connection that we will be experiencing, and being really open to all of the aspects of our soul and getting a beautiful heart and mind resonance and balance that is going to allow us to do that, because it's only through listening to our own heart and paying attention to the energies that come up there, and also being aware when we're in different environments and with different people how that feels in our heart chakra. Okay, and that's going to help us to make the choices and to sort of form our own pathway, or help us to move into places and with people that enable us to move into this energy here, which is the beautiful spiritual energy, higher frequency, and helping us to make the right choices. Okay, that's what the heart chakra activation will help us to do. And we are actually going through a heart chakra activation. We're going through, actually, that was another download that came through to me last night. Now I've just been prompted to mention that, was that we have new chakras being activated. There is a thymus one, which is between the throat and the heart. There is also another one coming on board between the sacral and the solar plexus, which I believe, or I might be not sure which side of the solar plexus it is, but it is the diaphragm. There's a chakra in the diaphragm itself. There's also, of course, we have that well of dreams at the back of the neck. We have one in the center of the head, and we have our divine masculine and divine feminine, and of course our earth star below our feet, and our soul star chakra above our heads as well. And they are in addition to the other 7 that are the traditional ones that most people know about. So let's just grab 3 more to look at the so yeah, so it's just really awesome. We're getting upgraded, and new light codes downloading into our systems and everything. Oh my goodness, another wand. See, spiritual. Okay, spiritual, and now this can actually be compassion. Okay, this is like a compassion card, and this is the imagination, but it's also about that ability to. We're moving into an energy now where we can transmute anything that's caused us hurt. We're going to be able to be empowered enough to transmute that via our mind and our focus, our creativity, our spiritual connection, and our compassion and love. Because the cups here, Page of Cups, is also a symbol of feelings and that heart chakra once again. So it's through that, activating our heart space, and that's what we're moving into, is this beautiful ability to be able to transmute this energy into this. Because it's interesting, there was a meditation that came to me as I was walking this morning, and that is that you can acknowledge any hurt or any vibration that's come up for you that is uncomfortable. And all you need to do is to say something along the lines of, thank you, universe, for bringing this experience to my attention, because all emotions are experiences. They do not define us. Thank you for bringing this experience to my attention. And I realize now that this experience is not something that I wish to hold in my field, as it is not allowing me to move into a higher frequency of love and harmony and peace that I'm looking to move into. So I would like to request that I can be given some assistance to transmute this energy with the light of love and compassion, so that it may return to source for transmuting into unconditional love. Something along those lines. And it may even be that you like to request the assistance of a specific spiritual being or ascended master or angel, archangel, or a light being collective to assist you with that. Because this is about focus. It's about speaking from the heart. It's about intent. It's about trusting, because this is a young energy, but it's about being trusting of that spiritual connection and of your ability to be your own spiritual, you are to be sovereign. Okay, that's what a spiritual sovereign being is someone that is able to identify with awareness and then transmute the energy, and to be able to redirect that in a way that is positive and loving and caring. Okay. And it's much easier to release something that's a dense energy by doing that than it is to become more upset about it and wanting to release it and getting frustrated and annoyed and angry with the fact that it's still there, because that is what keeps it there, is those other dense energies that are surrounding it. So much better to just keep feeding it this other energy of love and light and asking for assistance to do that, so that it can create more space around it. And this is what the solar eclipse has done for many of us, is that it's flooded us with light, and it's literally all of those little dark energetic spots. It's pushed a lot of light around those dark energy spots, and so our awareness of them has naturally, we've become more aware of our own little darkness bits. Okay, our own bits of darkness we've become aware of. And that's okay. Okay, we must not move into, it doesn't help to move into self-judgment about our own darkness. All we need to do is just appreciate it for what it is and thank the universe for the experience of that. And then bring down or request and generate the love in your heart, and that is what will transmute and release it, because it is coming up for us to release. That is the purpose of it. And and this is here. This is the almost like the light that you can keep in mind when you are transmuting anything that's dark. So we are moving into spiritual sovereignty, and I've got chills, folks. Like, this is just gorgeous. Thank you so much, Spirit. But once again, please take what resonates and discard the rest. And of course, if you have other meanings for those cards that came up, please journal or write down or just take note of those meanings for yourself. And yeah, so that is the reading for today, and hopefully I'll be back in my studio next time. Apologise for the glare on my glasses. Anywho, have a lovely day, an awesome week, and I'll probably see you before next week anyway. I'll probably do some more reading soon, because I'm enjoying myself right now. Anyway, I wish you much joy, love and bliss, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.